The world is looking forward to some of the solutions in cross-border area along with CBDCs. And taking one more step in that direction, I request you now to pick up the joystick in front of you, press the button to mark the launch of the G20 Techsprint 2023.
It is a privilege for me to participate in the launch of the Techsprint 2023, the hackathon series under the aegis of the G20, conducted by BIS along with the presidency country for the particular year. This, as you have heard, is the 4th edition, and it has been continuing from 2020. Now, it is perhaps in the fitness of things, perhaps that the theme for the hackathon under the umbrella of the G20, which is the apex global forum for coordinating financial stability initiatives across the globe, is cross-border payments. We all know that cross-border payments has been at the forefront of initiatives of G20, FSB, and other organizations for the last few years. A lot of work has gone into it. And this hackathon, this Techsprint, will probably give it a fillip, give it a boost in taking that initiative forward. As is well understood, the substantive change that CBDCs can bring about is in the sphere of cross-border payments. Now, but for that eventuality to take shape, what is needed, more than technology, more than product design, is coordination across countries, and as Cecilia said, between the public and private sectors. So what is required? What is required is, first of all, that there has to be an increased adoption of CBDCs across countries. So countries need to first decide to create CBDCs, which basically means that the debate has to proceed in a manner that a case is made for its existence. Then there should be the next step is to create the infrastructure for various CBDCs to interface. These two things need to happen for CBDCs to play the role that one expects them to play in the cross-border payments arena. And we hope that someday that degree of coordination can give rise to the desired results. As many of you would know, the initiatives, the India model of digitization has largely been one where the basic infrastructure is led by the public sector, is created by the public sector, on which the creativity of the fintech ecosystem, the financial ecosystem, the startup ecosystem has been allowed to play and create its innovations. That has stood us in very good stead. We have managed to not only create solutions that would have been unimaginable 5 years back, but we have also been able to manage those, manage the scaling up of those digital innovations to a population scale. We understand that this model, where the basic drive for infrastructure comes from the public sector, from countries, from national governments, but private sector innovation is actually allowed to play with this infrastructure, is what would also prove to be a successful model for CBDCs to be used globally.
I, Ankur Singh, from FinTech Department, Reserve Bank of India, will be the host for today's launch event. We hope that all of you are in good health and acknowledge the marvel of technology which has facilitated people from all around the world to connect seamlessly with each other with just a click. Before we begin with the launch of today's event, I would like to express my greetings to the Deputy Governor of Reserve Bank of India, Mr. T. Ravi Shankar. Along with that, I would like to extend my greetings to the delegates of the Indian government, delegates of the G20 ministries, the central banks, and international organizations, along with the global audience who have joined us today for the launch of G20 Techsprint 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, cross-border payments are crucial for international trade and commerce. They allow businesses to expand and connect to customers and partners around the world. In addition, for many developing nations, cross-border remittances are a critical source of income for the families as well as for the economic growth. Under India's G20 presidency, the Reserve Bank of India and BIS Innovation Hub have come together to seek the best-in-class, the global technological solutions to enable cross-border payments become more seamless, more efficient. Through this fourth edition of the G20 Techsprint, we try to catalyze development in cross-border payments and making them seamless, transparent, economic, and efficient. On that note, I now request Mr. Ajay Kumar Chaudhary, the Executive Director of Reserve Bank of India, to welcome all the participants from around the world.
And everyone who has joined the event live via YouTube. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome all of you to today's launch event of the G20 Techsprint 2023 under India's presidency. The Techsprint is an annual event of the G20 Finance Track. It is a global long-form hackathon series co-hosted by the concerned G20 presidency along with the BIS Innovation Hub. This event brings together brightest minds in the tech space to solve real-world problems by creating innovative solutions to challenges faced by the global regulators and central banking community. The common challenges are enumerated in the form of problem statements, selected carefully based on the priorities set by the G20 leadership. The underlying theme of this year's Techsprint is cross-border payments. As you are aware, the Reserve Bank encourages innovation in financial sector under various formats such as regulatory sandbox, global hackathons, etc. The framework of regulatory sandbox by RBI has been put in place since August 2019 for collaboration between the regulator, innovators, financial sector providers, and the end users. So far, the RBI has enabled 5 cohorts under the regulatory sandbox, including the themes on retail payments, cross-border payments, MSME lending, mitigation of financial fraud, and the 5th cohort is the theme neutral. The RBI has also conducted global hackathons. The first hackathon, Harbinger 2021, had the theme Smarter Digital Payments. The second global hackathon, Harbinger 2023, has the theme Inclusive Digital Services, wherein Reserve Bank invited participants to develop solutions that have the potential to make digital financial services accessible to the differently abled people, facilitate efficient compliance through RegTech solutions, offline functionality in CBDC, central bank digital currency, and enhance the scalability of blockchains. Besides, Reserve Bank has also set up Reserve Bank Innovation Hub to promote innovation across the financial sector by leveraging on tech and creating an environment which would facilitate and foster innovation. Today we are here to witness the launch of G20 Techsprint 2023 with the collaborative effort of India's G20 presidency and the BIS Innovation Hub. I believe that it is another start of an exciting journey, a journey of innovation, journey of creativity, a journey of collaboration in the tech world. We are excited to see the innovative ideas that would spring from the Techsprint. I wish all the best to all the prospective participants. I'd like to thank BIS and all the G20 members for the support extended in the selection of the theme, giving suggestions to fine-tune the problem statements, as also providing other supports. I like to end by quoting Matt Mullenberg, an American entrepreneur and web developer, quote, "Technology is the best when it brings people together," unquote. I once again welcome all of you and hope we all will enjoy the exciting journey ahead. Thank you.
Cross-border payments have been a key driver for facilitating international trade, investment, and economic activities for centuries. and has been instrumental in the creation of today's global economy. Over the past few decades, the increased global mobility of goods and services, capital and people have further contributed to the growing economic importance of cross-border payments. However, cross-border payments have faced prolonged challenges of relatively high costs, slow speed, low access, limited liquidity, and insufficient transparency. As the world becomes more connected and interdependent, the need for seamless and efficient payment across border, which are faster, cheaper, inclusive, and transparent, is becoming increasingly essential. Under India's G20 presidency, Reserve Bank of India and BIS Innovation Hub are launching the 4th edition of the annual hackathon, G20 Techsprint 2023, to promote innovative technologies and solutions aimed at improving cross-border payments. Enhancing cross-border payments, speed and transparency, while increasing access to cross-border payments services and reducing the associated costs are one of the key priorities of the G20. As a part of the annual integral event of the G20, the long-form hackathon G20 Techsprint 2023 aims to promote the development of innovative technological solutions to address the challenges associated with high-priority areas identified by G20. Techsprint 2023 invites proposals from across the world to develop and showcase innovative technology solutions that can address the challenges relating to AML, CFT, illiquidity, identified in the problem statements to make cross-border payments economical, secure, efficient, and accessible. We also invite technology solutions for multilateral CBDC platforms that can overhaul the cross-border payments ecosystem. Teams from all over the world interested in providing solutions to the cross-border payments are welcome to be a part of this prestigious global event. Each team must register and submit their complete proposal before the deadline. Thereafter, shortlisted teams will be invited to develop prototypes of solutions, which would be judged by an eminent jury. The winner in each individual category stands to win an attractive reward offered by Reserve Bank of India. In addition, the shortlisted teams will receive a stipend to take care of the development and participation expenses. They will also get an opportunity to engage with eminent experts from the global financial community. G20 Techsprint 2023 proposal submission opens from 4th May 2023 onwards. For more information, visit www.techsprint.rbi.org.in. Come, be a part of this one-of-a-kind global competition and contribute to revolutionize payments across borders. Truly befitting the spirit of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, one earth, one family, one future. G20 Techsprint 2023. Innovate, build, transform.